How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the week 8 and the final season of the main season, the final week of the main season of the NBBL Monotype division. We're currently sitting at a 3-4 record at -2 diff. I think our opponent hasn't played their week 7, or the doc hasn't been updated. Either way, if we win, we make playoffs. If we lose, we don't. I'm pretty sure is what Nova told me. So we'll see how this goes. As you can see, we're playing against the Mono Ghost opponent today. And obviously, KINGAMBIT's pretty good here. We're just rocking Cowtail, Ironhead, Sucker, Sword Sands. Like, this shit is ripped off straight off the fucking Smogon set. Lumberry is really good here because Ghosts, you know, a lot of T-Wave on my opponent's side, a lot of Will-O-Wisp. I think that might be one of the ways they're going to try and deal with it. So if we can get rid of one of those, it's going to be really nice. Their only removal is Driftblim with Defog. But like I thought about Define for sure, but I just kind of like Supreme Overlord better. It's just good. Yep. Second up, we've got fully Spadef and Empoleon. This is mainly here because their team is more Spadef oriented, other than like really Mimikyu, Ceruledge, or they're two like physical guys, and then everybody else is special. Polt can be physical, you know, but typically special. Switching on like Gengar, Koopa, even Zenithia pretty well. Stuff like that. So we don't get like ran over by those Pokemon. Surf, Ice Beam, Roost, Flip Turn is just good coverage into the team. The only thing we like don't hit for at least neutral is that Basculegion, but it is what it is. But we are rocking competitive on this with the leftovers as well. Next up, we've just got Screens Klefki. Like, Screens is just good here to make sure, like, you know, I mean, Ghost is an offensive typing typically. I mean, it's pretty even, but, like, their team is pretty offensive. Like, they have some good defensive mons, but mainly here to just click Spikes and T-Wave. I don't know how often I'm going to be clicking Reflect and Light Screen in a row, because they do have, like, a fair amount of, like setup options with like, you know, Gengar can, Dragapult, Mimikyu SD, Ceruledge SD, that kind of stuff. But I really just want some Spikes and T-Wave because their removal isn't the greatest, and we can slow down Gengar and Polt. That's going to be really big for my team. Next up, we've got Iron Treads. I'm rocking the Citrus Berry this week because I don't really like need an item. Rocks, we've got Earthquake, Ice Spinner to hit the Driftblim, and a Sinistcha, and then Knockoff is just a great move. Their only hazards are, I think, T-Spikes on Gengar, and then Rocks on Palossand, so like, you know, if they get Rocks up, it is what it is. I'm going to try to prevent it, obviously, and then T-Spikes don't affect us, so no spikes or anything, so we don't really need Spin here. And yeah, Tread's just here to do some damage, pretty much, set up Rocks. Next up, we've got Assault Vest Archaludon. Very annoying for my opponent to switch into because their Fairy type is, you know, weak to Steel. And then nobody else in their team likes switching into like a Draco or a Dragon Pulse. So we've got Flash Cannon on there for the Mimikyu. And then Dark Pulse, obviously, into the Mono Ghost. You know, why would I not run it? Pretty standard EVs. AV, just because there wasn't another item I really preferred, and we're... You know, we've got 4 moves anyways, so worked out pretty well there. And then last up, Magneton's back. I don't think I've ran him since week 1 or 2, unfortunately. Just hasn't had the greatest matchups. But he's got a pretty decent one here. It's also just a good amount of my Pokemon don't have a great matchup. Obviously, Iron Crown and Goldango, both not very great into the Ghost. Heatran is okay, but it kind of like Basculegion can kind of just nuke it, and then like stuff like Ceruledge gets like close combat. Hoopa, you know, Hoopa and Gengar both get Focus Blast, and it just doesn't feel like the greatest Pokemon here. Feels like a lot of their mons get coverage to hit it. I mean, and Skarmory also just isn't super great because they don't really have like a super strong physical attacker other than Ceruledge, who can hit him super effectively anyways. Lucario is also, you know, not great here. So it's really up to Heatran or Magneton, but I kind of preferred Magneton a bit. I feel like it puts a little more offensive pressure on my opponent. Since we've got like Empoleon, Klefki already, I just wanted some more offensive presence to not like leave it all on shreds and Gambit, so we can have like a strong special attacker as well to pair with our Chaladon. That being said, we're rocking T-Bolt, Flash Cannon, Magnet Rise, and Volt Switch, Eviolite, Analytic, that kind of stuff. Now, I am running a little bit of speed. Magnet Pull is not useful here, and then Sturdy's like, we should be able to take almost any hit anyways. I've just got a little speed in case they run none on Hooper or Sinistcha, so we could outspeed those. Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, just dual stab pretty much. The only thing I think we hit like everything for neutral at least, which is cool. Then Magnet Rise is just for the Palossand. I think Ceruledge gets Earthquake. A few different Pokemon get some ground coverage. So if we can, predict Palossand coming in, because if he's like, I don't know, maybe especially defensive Palossand, that'd probably be the switch into this. So we'll see. Mainly here to like come in, Volt Switch, do a good amount of damage with Analytic, and get in one of my like super strong Pokemon and Kingambit, Tredzor, or Chaladon. Yeah, I'm like 50-50 on this matchup. We'll see how it goes though. Let's hop right into the battle. Alrighty, everybody. Week 8. Let's see what he brought. Ceruledge makes sense. Dragapult, Drifblim, Mimikyu, Vascular Legion. And Duskmore, and that is male Vascular Legion, so good to know. Honestly, don't hate leading you. Sure. Let's lead Magneton. I muted the audio, or like the background music. I think I'll put my own. That sounds really weird without it though. Okay, this is a pretty good lead for me. Now like Banded Wave Crash can probably kill me, but it is what it is. We're just gonna Volt Switch here. Did 34%. Not banded. He does not come out. Did some very good damage. I think I'm going to you. Leftovers? Okay. We'll just go for a Reflect this turn. I'm going to be a little bit quiet, so. Poltergeist, okay. Shouldn't do too much. 237. Did a good 25% with Reflect up. Yeah, that's like max attack. We'll just light screen as well here. Earthquake, yeah, makes sense. We'll go for a spike. How's everybody doing today? I hope well. We're just gonna go for another spike. Substitute. I did not expect that one. Fair play though. Let's go Archaladon here. With Reflect, and we'll get a stamina boost. It'll make us pretty bulky. And it could be like Sub-Focus Punch. I've seen it before. So I don't really want to go Gambit. They sub, like, I don't... Okay, I don't understand that play, but... Fair enough, I suppose. Guess I'll just Dark Pulse here. Sub breaks, of course. Sub again. Okay, they're just trying to stall out my screens. Can you flinch through the sub? I can't quite remember. I don't know. I think they'll be able to go for one more after this one breaks. Maybe not, actually. I need to get the HP little bar. Are they just in or just out of range? It's a little hard to tell. Reflect should wear off after this turn, though. I believe. Okay, they did just barely have enough. I mean, if they have focus point, yeah, they do. Okay. Cool bearing, cool bearing. I figured they might if they brought sub. I should always live it though. Alright, that's so Snore gone. That's actually quite nice for a Gambit. I'm gonna Dark Pulse. Okay, wow, they just go for it. If a possible, Defiant Kingambit in the back. They're also faster, so they've got a good amount of speed. That is kind of crazy, in my opinion, but not fair play, I suppose. We should tank this. Yeah. Okay. Who do they go into? Sarah Ledge, you think? Dragapult. Okay. We just Dragon Pulse into this always. Like a max HP it kills. If they're like Draco, they'll kill me. Flamethrower. Does pick up the KO. That'll be pretty close. Around 21%. Okay, they've got to be like max special attack. That's also really good to know. I'm gonna get a T-Wave off. Seems pretty free here. T-Wave on any of the 4 remaining members is gonna be really nice. Drifblim and Dusknoir were the 2 that like is kind of whatever on, you know what I mean? So FU I think could be scarfed here. My take. Hey, let me T-Wave Bolt, that's really nice. Full pair here would be possibly game winning. And we get it, wow. Despite this guy being special, I think I'm gonna go for a Reflect, because their 3 remaining mons are physical. Like, this guy's Infiltrator anyways, right? So, it doesn't really matter. Great job, Klefki. I could go Treads here. Go for a knockoff. Oh, it was Specs. That's a big knock then. Okay. Oh my god, he crits me. Oh, that is really unfortunate. That is... Okay. He's paralyzed. 210 speed is his max. I guess we have to go into... That's so unlucky. That's just so unlucky. We have to Ice Beam. Flamethrower is going to do like nothing, at least. So there was no roll on Arch though since it was Spec, so that's good at least. Little guy. It's probably Mimikyu. Yeah. I think we always flip turn here. They could Drain Punch, but... Bestie, yeah. I mean, I figured. +2. We might be able to live. There a Flash Cannon here. Pretty much force 2. Yeah, it would be its best move into me would be Drain Punch. Really depends if it's like Adamant or what. We'll have to see. Yep. Okay, this thing's like not invested at all. Unless he's Babiri, I think he's just dead. Yeah, there's no way he's taking this. His life orb. I thought that would do a lot more. Basky might be scarfed. I feel like Basky was scarfed because it'd be kind of crazy for him to stay in against Magneton when I could possibly be scarfed. Fish mode, okay. We'll Volt Switch, or attempt to. Wave Crash, okay. I think either way we go Kingambit. I think we always just kowtow here. That did a lot less than I... What in the world? How'd that do so little? Oh, I still got Reflect up. I almost forgot. We always just kowtow in case he wants SD. Subs. Fair. So much sub, I guess, to stall out screens. It's like those wear off. Let me see something. 284, so he can kill me. I don't think a CC can kill Empoleon though. It's a low roll in his favor. Okay. We'll just have to see. Let's see if he kills. 252 Jolly is a 18.8% chance. That crit on Fred's made this game a lot trickier than it needed to be, I feel like. Like Bitter Blades. Don't your blades die at like -1? Unless you're Asho? Oh, he's sashed. Okay, well, GG. Lost because Treads got crit. Unfortunate. It is what it is. So we don't make playoffs. Fine with me. Not that I dislike this team, I'm just kind of over this league. Yeah, lose to a crit is what it is. This should go up the day after the draft jam analysis, so hope you guys watch that. Yep, see you later.